Hello, welcome back, and today is the start of a 5-day weekend, which has never happened to me before, but I thought for the next 5 days I would try and film and post every single day. And the reason is because I am such a big fan of vlogmas, and it's something that I really want to try this year, but posting every single day seems really difficult, so I thought I would just try it out for the next 5 days. And then if it goes well, we could actually try Vlogmas, which if you don't know is like a thing where you post and film a video for every single day of December leading up to Christmas. So it's kind of like an advent calendar, but they're videos, and I thought that was such a cute idea. I also love how like real time it is, and so the next 5 days will be the same, so I'm really excited for it. And there will be a common theme throughout the next 5 days, and that is finding my clothing style and redecorating my room. So of course that includes a lot of like decluttering and cleaning, but also adding new things and, you know, just redecorating it into a more cozy room. Because obviously there's quite a bit of work that is left to do. And as some of you may know, I go to a school that has a uniform, and so pretty much up until now I've had like 3 outfits that I would rotate on the weekends, and then every other day I would just wear my uniform. But I am a senior and I will be graduating soon, so once I go off to college I would obviously be wearing my own clothes. And that's when I realized that I have absolutely no sense of style. Like, I have no idea what I like, and the clothes that I currently wear don't fit me at all, and they definitely don't feel like me. And so I've wanted to really find, you know, what felt right for me. And so those two will be like the big goal throughout the 5 days, but of course we'll do a bunch of other stuff as well, and I'm going to bring you guys along. So today there's a couple of things I want to do, but first of all, I'm going to go and see the Conjuring movie in theaters today, and it's the first time I am ever seeing a horror film on the big screen, which I thought would be really fun. I used to be such a big horror person. All I would watch was horror, but that was also when I was struggling with sleep paralysis, so I wonder if there's a, you know, connection there. But one of the very few horror films that I really still love are the Conjuring series, and I think most of it is because of how cute Ed and Lorraine Warren are. I think they're one of the cutest couples on film, honestly. Like, I wish they did a nice rom-com in the 80s, but I feel like ever since the first Conjuring movie I kept watching for them, not really the horror. But now I'm really excited to see how it ends. I'm pretty sure the most recent one, which is the Last Rites one, is the final movie of like the whole Conjuring series. So I am excited, but that is in the afternoon. And so I thought in the morning we could try and go to Uniqlo, in this vintage store that I found, to try and look for a really nice, like, this is a part of like the Pinterest board that I have, and basically I found like a Henley top and also a nice zip up in Uniqlo. So I thought I would try and look. And then for a nice leather jackets, I realized that I think vintage stores, or at least secondhand stores, are like the place for leather, because I think ones that are nice and worn and kind of used look so much nicer than like a completely new one. And there's this really nice vintage store that I found that I thought we could try and check out. I also want to go to like a Brandy Melville that is in Tokyo, and also Hollister, which they're both like really cool. I've been to the Hollister a couple of times, but not Brandy. That'll be for another day though, maybe tomorrow or sometime in the next 5 days. But let me quickly finish my makeup and I'll come back to you later. Okay, well now I'm done, so now it's time for breakfast. I have this, which is so good. I am telling you, this is overnight oats, by the way, but like, if you want a nice snack that tastes like apple pie but is really healthy, just literally stir fry like cubed cut apples with cinnamon, and just keep stir frying it until it gets soft and it tastes like apple pie, just without all the goo, which is like where all the sugar comes in. But this is literally just apples with cinnamon sprinkled on top. And then I have some cut up dates in here as well. But yeah, I've always been like a breakfast type person, so I've been looking for something healthy that's like high in nutrients, and finally found this. So I actually showed you how to make this, the recipe for this, in my last video, I think, so you could also check that out. But anyways, I'm gonna quickly eat this, and I also have my tea, and we will go. It is currently 10 a.m. The stores open at 10 a.m. so I want to quickly eat this and maybe head out by like 10:30 and then come back by lunch. It'll be a quick shop since I already know what I want. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so I'm back and I got the bag. I'm actually wearing one of the things that I got, which is this green zip up, which I love. Actually, I don't think I showed you what I initially wore to go buy these, but yeah, I was wearing something else and I got this. Let me show you over there. I love this so much. I think it's such a nice, like, you know, this is the Pinterest photo that I showed you earlier. And when I zip this up, probably should cut the tag off though. But then I got this also in a blue because I saw this Pinterest photo and I was like, that's so cute. So this is one of them. I actually don't have a lot of things to wear underneath. Honestly, I think this shirt is pretty good for this one. And I mean this as well, but I definitely want to get more things to wear underneath. And then one of the other thing that I got, or the last thing that I got actually, is a Henley shirt. Except this, hold on, let me put it on first. This is what the Henley shirt looks like. And I thought this was really cute. It felt like what was it again? Alina Gilbert, I think. I really do love her fashion, but I'm really not like a tight fitting type of person, but this one actually feels really comfortable. And so I thought I'd give it a try, but this doesn't look very nice with like a zip up. I think this part's a little too high. I don't know, but when I wear this over on top, yeah, neck feels a bit stuffy. So I definitely think this is like a more, I don't know, I definitely wouldn't pair it with this top. I'd pair it with more of like a puffer jacket maybe, but let me know what you think. So out of the few different things I have on my Pinterest board, I got, you know, the sweater part done and then tried out the Henley top and I do like it. And then I actually ordered denim skirts from Hollister, so hopefully that will fit. It should come in about a week, I think. And then now I'm looking for like a nice leather jacket in like a nice cool toned brown. And I'm also looking for a bunch of oversized sweaters like these. This is like the main thing that I really want to wear throughout like the fall and winter season, so I really want to look for these, except I can't find them anywhere. Like a lot of them are really like, I don't know, either they're really thick in fabric or they're not really oversized, they're just like regular cropped. I know that Hollister has some like really cute flower ones that I want to, heart ones that I want to check out, but if you have any recommendations, please let me know. And I'm also in Japan, so I can't shop at a lot of places, but there is a Hollister in Japan. There's also a Brandy Melville. I've been to the Hollister a couple times. The Brandy I have never been, so I want to visit both with you guys. Now I'm going to try and edit everything that we filmed. so that I could stay on top of it, you know? And then by the end of the day, I will only have like the last little bit to edit, and then I can push post right away. So that's my goal. It is currently 1:07, and then I'm heading out to see The Conjuring at 2:30, so an hour and a half should be enough. Way more than enough, actually. But I'll update you guys soon. So I'm back. The movie was so good, okay? I think it's my favorite out of the whole series. The ending was really nice. I think it was just such a nice conclusion. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything because it's new, but if you're a really big fan of Lorraine and Ed Warren as like a couple, and if you really love like their family, you'll love the movie for sure. And the horror aspect was nice too. The jump scares got me quite a bit of times actually, but it was so fun. And I honestly really loved it. Like, it was so cool to be able to see it on such a huge screen. And there were also a lot more people than I thought. I thought there would be, like, I don't know, I just thought the Conjuring series wasn't too big in Japan, but yeah, there was still quite a bit of people. So that made me happy. But on the way home, there were a couple of things that we didn't have, so I stopped by the grocery store to get a little bit of steps in. And yeah, it was just, I love Lorraine and Ed Warren. They're so cute together. But yeah, I really recommend. I'm pretty sure they started in theaters earlier if you're like in the US, I believe. But still, if it's available, you should go. It's so good. And yeah, I've just realized that we didn't have time to go to the vintage store, obviously. So that's something for maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I definitely want to go to Hollister, Brandy Melville, and then the vintage stores. So throughout the next 4 more days, somewhere in there, I really would like to. But now I'm going to try to get some nice storage stuff for as cheap as I can. So we can start decluttering as well. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I really had fun. So this is the end of the first day of the 5. And yeah, I also thought it was really fun how they answer questions from like the previous video's comments. So, you know, there's not a lot of you watching probably, but if there is a question, you can write it down in the comments, and if there is one, I will answer them. You know, yeah, right now this is a really, really small community, so it's honestly crazy chance that you're watching this right now. And so if you comment something, I will 100% see it, and if it's a question, I will 100% answer it in the next video. So yeah, bye.
Blue sky come bearing up before us. We hang